As an e-commerce brand, it can be really difficult to figure out what types of angles you want to use in your design emails when you don't have a sale to run or a product launch to go with. You need creative ways to keep your list engaged, and you probably don't want to be sending just plain text branded emails, and you also don't want to be just hard selling in every email. You need to keep it creative, you need to keep it fun, and you need to keep the list engaged in some way. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to use ChatGPT and AI to come up with angles for your brand that are fun and creative and keep the list happy and engaged without hard selling to them through every single design email. And then we're going to jump into Figma and use the ChatGPT copy that we create and create an email completely from scratch, specifically using AI. Let's get into it. All right, so to kick this off, I'm on ChatGPT here. First, we need a brand to do this for and to use it as an example. So I just looked up soap brands just for fun, and I came up with Pacha Soap. So Pacha Soap is going to be our example for this video. And let's start with the prompts. So before I type in the first prompt here, it's really important for you to understand the reason I'm doing this. So as an e-commerce brand, you really don't want to just hard sell in every email and you do a nice design, but it's just promoting product after product. You want to keep the angles fun and engaging for the list, something that they'll actually enjoy seeing in their inbox, or at least tying in the products in a fun, engaging way. Now, to do that, it can be difficult to figure out what you're actually going to make emails about. That's the purpose of using AI to help us do it. All right, let me show you what I've done so far. So right here, you can see at the top, I started by saying, I'm going to give you some information about our brand so that later on you can help me come up with email angle ideas. Don't do anything with this information yet, just remember it for later. It's good to tell AI, whether you're using ChatGPT or Claude or whatever it is, it's good to tell AI to remember information. Just like, don't give me some response, don't do anything with it. Just take the information I'm giving you and remember it for later so that when I want you to do something, you can do it based on everything that I've already given you. So that's what I told it. And then I gave it some information that I just got from their mission page right here. And then, so I pasted that in and then they stored it. Then I said, all right, now I'm going to give you some of our product reviews so you can get to know what our customers think about our products. Again, don't do anything with it. Just remember all of it for later. Product reviews are perfect if you're doing anything with AI in specifically to your brand. Use product reviews because it gives them a good idea of what customers are saying, why they're buying, what type of situation they're in, just stuff like that. So I definitely recommend doing that. I just went to the best sellers and looked at their top review products. All they sell is soap. I mean, they've got some like bath bombs and salt blocks and stuff, but it definitely seems like the main product is soap. So I just took a bunch of soap reviews and then I gave it that and it saved all the details. So now let's get to the next step. All right, so here's the prompt that I came up with. I'm going to read it off to you. So I said prompt. It's good to say prompt with the colon so that it knows you're actually prompting it to do something. I said prompt, give me 20 to 30 email angles that we can use for our brand. However, be sure to meet our requirements for these email angles, ... Our requirements include the following. All of these email angles should work well in design format. Don't include anything that would only work with a lot of copy in a plain text email. Make the angles fun / engaging / intriguing, where we can weave some product recommendations into the email without making them the focus. Remember, that was the point of this. Do not make the angle solely about selling the product. We want the sale to be more low key. And then it spit out 20, I think gave me 30. Yep, so we got 30 angles here. And yeah, I kind of skimmed through these and they're really good. And they're all very fun and they're creative without hard selling the products, but they make it really easy to weave the products in. So this gave us exactly what you want. So if I could tell you anything about prompting AI, it would be give it exactly what you want it to do because it's going to do exactly what you tell it. So I was very specific here. I said, give me these angles. These are the requirements. Meet the requirements. And it did exactly that. Now let's pull up a random number generator to figure out which one of these we're going to use for our example. All right, so we got the number generator pulled up. I'm going to generate it. Let's see what we get. Okay, 8. We got 8. So let's go back here. And number 8 Scents that take you back. Explore how different scents can evoke memories and feelings, suggesting your soaps as a way to capture those moments daily. All right, let's go with it. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, if you're using ChatGPT to do something like this, you can do exactly what I'm about to do. So I'm going to highlight this, and then I should be able, so I can do reply. Now I'm replying specifically to that part of what it told me. And now I'm going to prepare my prompt for it to write the copy for that email. All right, so now we've got our final copy. So let me take you through the prompt. First of all, I already showed you how I highlighted this, and I used that to make my prompt. But I said prompt, right? I should have said write copy. So it should be write copy based on this angle that you provided, angle number 8, for an email for our brand. This should be a design email, and it should have the structure/layout that I'm listing below this paragraph. Do not include any other text. Only include the final copy based on the structure/layout below. And then I went subject line, preview text, and then we've got a headline, subheadline, CTA for the header section. And then below the header section, we're going to go with subheadline, body, CTA 3 times. So it wrote my copy, and now what I'm going to do is take this copy and bring it over to a Google Doc, and we'll edit it from there. All right, so now I've got my Google Doc with all the copy. For the sake of the video, I don't think I'll edit all the copy, but normally you'd want to edit the copy. I don't ever recommend just using AI copy whatsoever. AI for copywriting is really just a tool to help you write copy faster. It should never just write the copy for you because it's going to be very ChatGPT-esque. But for the sake of the video, we're going to move this onto the design stage and get it designed in Figma. All right, so I'm going to start by building out a quick template. So that's going to start with a frame. We always want to make the frame 600 pixels wide to begin, and then we can just start by lengthening this out. And then from here, I'm going to build out kind of like the template so that we can fill things in and then edit it further from there. So I'll come back after the template's done. All right, so now I have a quick little template built out. I don't really think this is necessary if you're building an email from scratch. I'm just doing it kind of to document how we would normally work, which is from a templated kind of structure. It's not going to look anything like this in the final product. This is just to put all the pieces in place. So now let's start plugging stuff in and working from there. All right, so as you guys can see, I'm making some progress on plugging some stuff in here. We got the copy in here. We got the logo in here. Quick tip for colors on websites. You can just take a screenshot, throw it in Figma, and then just use the color picker to take it from there. Really quick and easy way to do it. We got our subject line and preview text up here. Obviously, this looks terrible right now, but working on adding in some fonts and stuff like that. So we'll come back in a minute. Another quick tip for finding fonts is that you can actually highlight the font that you're looking for on a website, and then double click it, go to inspect, and then you can scroll down here under styles, find font family, and I can see right here that is Brandon Grotesque. So now I'm going to go online, look up Brandon Grotesque font, and then I'm going to download it and then add it to Figma and use it from there. Pretty easy. All right, so you guys can see at this point, we've got some pretty cool stuff going on here. So I'm just playing around with these images, trying to see what works the best for this brand, but at this point, here's where this email's at. You can see we're making some decent progress. Nothing crazy yet, though. We'll check back in a moment. All right, so before revealing the final campaign, I just want to preface this by saying a couple things. First, when you do copy with AI, it's really important to edit it very well, because AI is not a great copywriter on its own. It's better if it's really good for helping speed up the copywriting process, but writing copy with AI alone and not doing any editing is honestly just not a good idea. So don't do that. In this email, we just used AI copy just for sake of example. But let me just reveal the final email to you and unveil it. All right, so here's the final product. This is the email that we came up with simply just by using an AI angle and doing it completely from scratch. You got your subject line, preview text right here. Nice little header section right here. Nothing too crazy. Pretty simple for the most part. But it's all very branded. And I literally just picked this brand up for random at the beginning of the video, as you guys saw. But a lot of the messaging here won't make complete sense with the pictures. I just did this all kind of as an example. But You guys get the idea of how, like, if I was doing a full campaign sending this out for their list, I would most likely do specific product features here instead of shop the collection, discover your scent, find your memory. Instead, I would do a specific product here and relate that back to a certain memory that they probably have. That's probably the better way of executing this campaign from a strategic standpoint. But just for sake of example, we're just using the angle and just directing it straight to this campaign. And this is the overall email that I just threw together for you real quick. So yeah, overall, the takeaway here is that you can use AI to make a fun, creative, engaging design email that actually does well and performs well, gets high open rates, gets high click rates, and makes sales. And also, most importantly, keeps the list engaged instead of just hard selling them every single time. All right, so I hope you found this valuable. If you want a bunch of knowledge and tips on e-commerce, email marketing, direct response, copywriting, whatever it is, hit the link in the description to join my newsletter. Then the second link in the description is going to be for any e-commerce brand owners that want to make more money from email marketing, get more repeat customers, and just have email designs that look great and perform well as well, and transform your brand as a result. So if you're interested in that and you own a brand yourself, hit the second link in the description to book a call with me, and we'll talk about how we can help you specifically based on your situation and your goals. Either way, I hope you found this valuable. Leave a comment in the comment section if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next video.